difficulties. I couldn't find the app to get YouTube back up, but looks like we're working for now. I know sometimes when the feed goes out, it is because the camera gets too hot. Here we are in the top of the second inning, 2-2, tied 2-2. First pitch to Landon Hoover, ball one. No. One-zero pitch to Hoover, ball two. 2-0 pitch in there, strike one. Fans, we see that the score is not updating on YouTube. So I'll keep you updated as much as I can. It is 2-2, tied 2-2 in the top of the second inning. 2-1 pitch from Brawley to Hoover, just missed, ball three. 3-1 pitch hit hard to the second baseman. Cotto throws it over to Menon.
The ground out brings up Noah Breidenbaugh.
That ground out's going to bring up the center fielder, Noah Breidenbaugh.
He got some really good hair.
Noah rocking the flow, as the kids call it these days. Back in my day, I don't know if we had a word for it. First pitch to Breidenbaugh, swung on and missed, strike one.
The flow is like, remember, it's facing front.
0-1 pitch. Just missed. 1-1.
Just a bit outside.
1-1 pitch. Hit hard to the shortstop. Wilt is able to stop it, but not get a good hold onto it. No throw to first.
The single brings up
Breidenbaugh in there with a single. Single is going to bring up the left fielder, Trenton Noggle. Brawley pitches. Just missed. Ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Called strike one. 2-2-2, 1-1-1. Yeah, on the scoreboard right now we got 2-2-2, 1-1-1. But that has now changed because that pitch was just a ball. Let's see if we can get another strike and another out. If we can have the board full of twos. Ah, not on that one. Ball three. Three-one pitch, fouled. Gonna bring the count to full. Payoff pitch. That's ball four, or hit by pitch. Oh, hit by pitch. Either way,
hit by pitch brings up
Nagel goes to first.
Drayden Klinger.
We got runners on first and second for the right fielder, Drayden Klinger. All right, first pitch to Klinger, ball one. Runner stealing. Throw a little bit off to third base. The runners from first and second advance to second and third. 1-0 count. One out here in the top of the second inning. Still tied 2-2. 1-0 pitch in there. Called strike one. Back to 2-2-2. 1-1-1. Brawley's pitch, low, ball two. 2-1 pitch, swung on a miss, strike two. You know, one thing, looking out here, the third base coach for Bellwood, he's not wearing the same black shirt as their players. He didn't want to deal with the extra heat, I guess. He is wearing a nice Bellwood baseball shirt. 2-2 pitch, fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Here is the 2-2 to Klinger. Called strike 3.
The strikeout
going to give us 2 outs, and
Carson Grad.
That 2 out. With 2 outs, we're going back to the top of the lineup for Parsons with the catcher Carson Gray. Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 1. Brawley has a nice change of speed. He has a good fastball and a nice off-speed pitch. The 0-1 pitch, soft ground ball over to third. George able to field it cleanly. Good hard throw over to David Menon to retire the side. Going into the bottom of the second inning, the score's still tied, 2-2. Alright, fans, we're back here at the bottom of the second inning for the Interleague I-99 Championship. Some scores from around baseball. Not many. A lot of night games tonight. Cubs getting smacked around by the Cardinals 17-1 in the bottom of the 8th. The only other game that is live right now, Nationals lead the Pirates 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Over in Double-A baseball, Altoona and Portland tied at 0 in the bottom of the third. Anyone wants to know about the World Cup? Argentina is leading Cape Verde 1-0.
Leading off for Fiore, Henry McKillop.
Egypt and Australia tied at 1 with penalty kicks going to Egypt. And Colombia and Ghana will be playing later tonight. Back to baseball. Leading off for Fiore, the catcher, Henry Mooch McKillop. Hartman's first pitch, high and inside, ball 1. One-0 pitch to Mooch. Swung on, tapped to the first baseman. Gonna field it clean and step on first. That was Landon Hoover with that nice play.
Ground out goes up. Conrad Hoffman.
That ground out's gonna bring up your right fielder tonight, Conrad Hoffman. And the 0-0 pitch to Conrad. Called strike 1. 0-1 pitch. A little high, ball one. We're back to the popular 2-2-2-1-1-1 on the scoreboard. Strike two, swinging for Hoffman. Hartman right back on the mound. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. High and inside, ball two. Now we have all twos except for outs. It's just one. 2-2 pitch. Called strike three. Two down here for Fiore in the bottom of the second. That strikeout's going to bring up the left fielder, Brody Smithmeyer.
Now batting for Fiore, Brody Smithmeyer.
Uh-oh, pitch in there, called strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Hartman. Swung on, miss, strike two. And here's the 0-2 to Smithmeyer. In the dirt, ball one. Fans, we are one ball away from all twos on the board. I have my fingers crossed. Swung on, missed, strike three. Oh, nope, sorry. That was a foul. Foul ball. Smithmeyer staying alive. Still count 1-2 here in the bottom of the second. Ball two, fans. We are at the ever elusive 2-2 in the top of the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Savor this moment. 2-2 pitch. Called strike three. And that'll do it for Fiore in the bottom of the second. Moving to the top of the third, your score is still tied. 2-2. All right, fans, we're back here in the top of the third inning. New pitcher for Fiore, David Drago Menon. Parker Cotto shifts from second over to first. Jackson Wilt shifting over from shortstop to second base. And Braden Brawley is going to move from pitcher to shortstop. Looks like the rest of the team still aligned the same. Got Conrad Hoffman. Nope, Conrad's out. Is that Conrad in left or is that Brody?
That looks like Conrad.
Can't tell.
Jumps into number now. So instead of Drayden, it is Jemison.
Man, if it was just about 15 degrees colder, it'd be the perfect night for baseball, but temperature still hovering around 90 degrees. Let's see what my weather app says. My weather app says 95, feels like 105. Humidity about 50%. It is nasty out there. All right, we're going to get started here, the top of the third inning.
Leading off for Parsons, Griffin Smith.
Leading off for Parsons, Griffin Smith. Nope. Menon's pitch, swung on and missed, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Smith. Swung on, hit down the third base line just fair. Left fielder running out to get it. Throws into the cutoff, Braden Brawley. Braden has a little bit of trouble with it, but able to recover. Griffin Smith in there for the leadoff double.
The leadoff stand-up double brings up Landon Hartman.
That double's going to bring up the pitcher, Landon Hartman, who, when he was up in the first inning, hit a home run. Let's try to avoid that this time. Looks like the guy is standing in front of his car this time to try to stop a ball from hitting it. 0-0 pitch. Inside, ball one. Low, ball two. Smith steals third base with no throw. You got a runner on third base. No outs. 2-0 count to Hartman. In there, called strike one. Menon's 2-1 pitch. Foul back. 2-2. Here is your 2-2 pitch to Hartman. Hard hit ground ball left side. Gets through George and Brawley. Ball gets in, but not in time. Be another stand-up double for Hartman. The run on third does score.
The stand-up double brings up Deacon Plummer.
Score now 3-2 Parsons in the top of the third. That double is going to bring up your shortstop, Deacon Plummer. Menon's pitch. Weak little pop-up that goes foul on the left side. Looks like Deacon just caught the underside of the ball on that. On pitch to Deacon. A little high. Ball one. One to Plummer. Called strike two. Great pitch by David Menon. 1-2 pitch up around Deacon's head. 2-2. Still a runner on second base. No outs here in the top of the third. Menon's pitch swung on and foul tipped. Staying alive. Another 2-2 pitch on its way. High and inside, ball three. Hartman able to steal third base, just beats the throw over. Now standing on third with no outs and a full count. And payoff pitch to Plummer. Swung on, fouled back. Payoff pitch again. Swung on and missed. Strikeouts. One out here in the top of the third.
The strikeout brings up Miko Quirin Sneed.
That strikeout's going to bring up Miko Quirin Sneed. the third baseman here for Parsons. Miko bats left. I would imagine playing third base, he throws right. But Miko steps in. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside. Ball one. A 1-0 pitch for Menon. A little high, a little outside. Ball two. Looks like we maybe got a nice breeze out on the field. The flag is almost completely standing straight. Hopefully that helps them out there. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Strike one. Two-one pitch. Hit hard down the third baseline. Parker able to grab it. Step on first for the out, but the run does score. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Parsons now leading Fiore 4-2. And that RBI groundout's going to bring up the nope. Center fielder? Nope. First baseman, Landon Hoover. Fans, it looks like our camera has... Nope, looks like it's back working again. But we're having some issues with the announcing equipment. That first pitch was a strike, or a foul ball. Here's your 1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Got an 0-2 count here. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Looks like a ball. One-two driven foul over the fence and out of play. One-two pitch in the dirt. Ball two. Here is your 2-2 pitch. 2 outs here at the top of the third. Menon winds, he deals. Just low. Ball three, full count. And the payoff pitch. Called strike three. Going into the bottom of the third inning, your score, Parsons 4, Fiore 2. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the third inning. Leading off for Fiore, double B, Braden Brawley. No. Sorry?
Leading off for Fiore is Braden Brawley.
So we're having a bunch of technical difficulties up here tonight. Pitch, Brawley inside. I think that's ball 2. It's either 2-0 or 1-1. Here's the pitch. Brawley swings on and swung on, missed. 2-1 or 1-2. That must be 2-2. The count is now 2-2. Harmon's pitch. The Brawley swung on, popped up to shallow center. 3 players converging. Looks like the center fielder was able to come away with it for out number 1.
The flyout brings up Parker caught it.
That flyout's going to bring up the, I believe now, first baseman, Parker Cato. Yeah, first pitch to Parker. Low ball 1. One-oh from Hartman. Low again, ball 2. Two-oh, swung on, missed, strike 1. A 2-1 pitch, misses inside, ball 3. 3-1 count here. Bottom of the third inning. Your score is 4-2. That 3-1 pitch misses, ball 4. Parker Cato draws a walk.
The walk brings up Jackson Wilt.
That walk is going to bring up the shortstop, now second baseman, Jackson Wilt. Looks like we finally got the score updated on YouTube. We have, like I said, we're having a bunch of technical difficulties tonight, but Jackson, first pitch swinging, hits it high and long, bounces off the bottom of the wall. Jackson's in there for a double. Parker rounding third, gonna score. 4-3 is your score.
The RBI stand-up double brings up David Menon.
That double's going to bring up your pitcher, David Menon. I thought that was out at first, but just missed it. Hit right off the board at the bottom of the wall. 0-0 pitch to David. Hit foul, out of play on the right side. Hartman's pitch. Just missed. Ball 1. Hartman's pitch. Missed for ball 2. Bottom of the third inning. Score 4-3 Parsons. 2-1 on Menon, 1 out. That next pitch in the dirt, ball 3. Throw back to the pitcher, gets away from him a little bit, but not enough for Wilt to advance. One pitch in the dirt, ball 4. A walk is going to bring up your center fielder.
The walk brings up
Double H. Harrison. Hargrave. Harrison, one of the 9-year-olds on the team, batting 5th, playing center field, shows you how much they think of this guy. Parsons, head coach, out to talk to his infield, give him a little pep talk, maybe give him a breather from the heat. checking on his pitcher, making sure he's okay. Umpire wants to get this game moving, slowly walking out to break it up. And there we go. Doesn't look like anything is changing. Hartman is still on the mound for Parsons. All right, Double H up to bat. First pitch from Hartman, high, ball one. Runners on first and second. Wilt standing at second. Menon standing at third. 1-0 pitch, high, ball two. Double H up to bat. Two-0 pitch from Hartman. Looked low to me, ball three. We got a double steal on Wilt in there before the throw, and Menon coming light along after him. Second base moves to third base. First base moved to second base. 3-0 pitch, one out here in the bottom of the third. Called strike. Now it's 3-1. Hartman's 3-1 pitch to Hargraves. In there, called strike two. Hartman battling back in this at bat. Was down 3-0, now full count. And the payoff pitch. Inside, ball four. All right, we got bases loaded now for Double G himself, Gavin
The walk
George.
Gavin George.
And Hartman's 0-0 pitch to Gavin George. Swung on, missed. Strike one. And the 0-1 pitch here. Swung on, missed. Strike two. Gavin quickly behind in the count. See if he can battle back. Hartman's 0-2 pitch. Inside, ball one. Double G has an opportunity to take the lead with the bases full of Fiore players. Hartman's 1-2 pitch, fouled. Still 1-2. One-two pitch to George over his head, ball two. Gavin has battled back from down 0-2 to even the count up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. High, ball three. Great at bat by Gavin George. Full count here with one out, bottom of the third. And the payoff pitch. Outside, ball four. That's going to bring in Jackson Moat from third. Tie baseball game here in the bottom of the third.
Walk brings up Henry McKillop.
That walk is going to bring up Henry Mooch McKillop. But it looks like Parsons is going to go with a pitching change here. Coach is walking out with a catcher's glove.
Looks like one of their shoes fell off too.
Yep. Looks like the third baseman lost a shoe somehow. Looks like Hartman's going to move over from pitcher to first base. I don't know if that means Landon Hoover is going to scoot over to pitch. It looks like maybe Deacon Plummer is standing close to the mound.
Looks like it's going to be Landon Hoover who will be taking him out.
Don't know their numbers.
Landon Hoover taking the mound for Parsons.
Looks like Landon Hoover is going to take over the pitching duties for Parsons. Landon Hartman looks like he's just going to switch with Landon Hoover for pitcher and first baseman. During this pitching change, the Bellwood Bellwood coach is talking to his players. He's giving them some pointers, saying, "Hey guys, tie game here, halfway through. Still a lot of baseball left. It's just like a brand new game, but Fiore is threatening. Bases loaded with 1 out, with Henry McKillop up. I know Henry's looking to hit something to the outfield, score a couple more runs here for Fiore." Looks like Landon Hoover has gotten enough warm-up pitches in, and we're going to be back to playing some baseball.
Mooch stepping up to the dish.
Mooch digs in, stares down Landon Hoover. Landon in the windup, first pitch, high, ball 1. The 1-up pitch to Mooch. Swung on, missed, strike 1. Coach Jake Hargraves giving him a couple pointers, giving him a couple claps, messing with the sleeve on his shirt, blocking the sun with his hand. 1-1 pitch. Like ball 2. Yeah. Maybe we should tell Coach Jake Hargraves that they do make things called sunglasses. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled. Foul tip, strike 2. Two-two pitch here coming to Mooch McKillop. Fouled straight up into the backstop. Still 2-2. Tough situation for Landon Hoover to come in. Bases loaded with 1 out. He's got 2 strikes on McKillop. Let's see if he can finish it. 2-2 pitch. Looks like it hit him. Hit by pitch. Will drive in a run. Score now 5-4 Fiore in the bottom of the 3rd. That hit by pitch is going to bring up the right fielder, Conrad Hoffman. Swung on, missed, strike 1 for Conrad. Mooch wore that hit by pitch pretty well. 0-1 to Conrad, swung on and missed, strike 2. Conrad quickly down in the count. Let's see if he can battle back here. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Brody Smithmeyer.
Next up for Fiore, the left fielder Brody Smithmeyer. Brody digs in. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch from Hoover. High inside, but Brody couldn't get his bat down quick enough. Hits the tip of his bat for strike 2. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3.
The strikeout retires the side.
That strikeout will retire the side. Moving to the top of the fourth. Your score, Fiore 5, Parsons 4.
Digging in now for Parsons. No Bryden ball. Takes low, ball 1, pitch 1. The righty kicks. High outside. Ball 2. 2-0 count now. Menon. Kicks. Swung on a miss. Strike 1.
Hot dogs. Alright. Sorry, fans. Was down getting a hot dog and a drink. 2-2 count here to
Noah Breidenbach.
Noah Breidenbach. David Menon still on the bump for Fiore here in the top of the fourth. 2-2 pitch, skied to the left side. A little bit of miscommunication over there with Gavin and Braden. That drops in for a single.
The single brings up Trenton Novel.
Bloop single is going to bring up Trenton Noggle, the left fielder. First pitch, Trenton. Looks to be ball 1. One-0 pitch, high and inside, ball 2. Two-0 pitch to Noggle from Menon. Missed again, ball 3. Breidenbach on the pass ball, able to steal second base. Got a runner on second, no outs. 3-0 count here to Nagel. Got 3-0 pitches in there for a strike. Three-one pitch coming in, called strike 2. Menon has battled back from a 3-0 count to throw 2 perfect strikes to bring this count to full. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 3. Oh, nope, foul ball, my bad. Must have just got a piece of it.
I think when you're a new commentator, what do we say?
Payoff pitch is high. Ball 4. I think the game announcer should mind his own business.
The walk brings up Dante Jemison.
That walk is going to bring up one of the subs in for Drayden Klinger, Dante Jemison. It is a little hard for me to see the batter. First pitch to Dante, high, ball 1. I can see his head and his bat up in the air, and that's all I can see of the batter. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, missed. Strike 1. One pitch to Dante Jemison. Swung on, missed. Strike 2. Double steal happening on that swing and miss. Runners now on second and third with no outs. 1-2 count on the batter. Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed. Strike 3. 1 out here. That strikeout's going to bring up the top of Parsons' order. Carson Gray. Carson Gray swings at the first pitch, drives it, hard ground ball over to third base. Gavin George able to field it cleanly, fire it over to first, but not quite in time to get the runner. The runner on third did score, bringing it to a 5-5 game. First pitch to the second baseman, Griffin Smith, hits him.
Landon
Gonna load the bases for the power hitter, Landon Hartman. Remember, Landon hit that home run in the first inning. The guy, the guy out in center field getting up to protect his car again. Coach Mark McKillop wants to come out and talk to David with bases loaded, 1 out with their power hitter up. Mark giving him some sage advice. Probably tell him to drink more Pepsi. Got him a little calmed down, saying, hey kid, just throw some strikes. We'll figure out the rest. David's still on the bump. Bases loaded, 1 out, tied here in the top of the 4th. First pitch to Landon Hartman, inside, ball 1. Hit hard to third base. Gavin George able to scoop it, run over to third, make the out. The run from third does score, but 2 outs now here in the top of the 4th.
Fielder's choice brings up Deacon Plummer.
The score now 6-5 Parsons. Deacon Plummer, the shortstop, now steps to the dish. Destroys the ball, bounces right in front of the warning track. Harrison Hargraves able to field it, throws it into Jackson Wilt, who fires it to the pitcher, David Menon. But that's going to be a stand-up triple with 2 runs scoring, bringing the score here in the top of the 4th to 8-5 Parsons.
The 2-run RBI triple brings up Miko Quirin Sneed.
That triple going to bring up the third baseman, Miko Quirin Sneed. Lefty wearer number 17. Digs in. Menon looking in, fires the pitch. Soft ground ball to first base. Cotto able to field it cleanly for the 3rd out. But the damage has been done.
Ground out retires the side.
Going into the bottom of the 4th inning, Fiore now trails Parsons 8-5. Welcome back, fans, to the bottom of the fourth inning. Parsons, new pitcher out there for them. Previously the catcher, Carson Gray, stepping on the bump. Looks like Landon Hartman is going behind the plate, because he's the only one I don't see out there right now. Landon Hoover, the pitcher last inning, moves over to first base. Fiore coming here at the bottom of the fourth with the top of their lineup. Braden Brawley, Parker Cotto, and Jackson Wilt, three dangerous hitters. Hopefully they can put some runs up and get back in this game. All right, here, bottom of the fourth inning. Braden Brawley stepping into the box. A little bit of Party in the USA as his walk-up song. First pitch high and tight, misses, ball one. One-oh pitch to double B, high again, ball two. Two-oh pitch also high, ball three. Gray dug himself a little bit of hole with this batter. See if he can fight back and get a ball in the zone. 3-0 pitch high inside. Braden has to duck out of the way. Trots down to first with the walk.
Brings up Parker Cotto.
Second baseman Parker Cotto stepping to the dish.
Now first baseman.
Parker digs in. Gray, first pitch, strike right down the middle. A 1 pitch, called strike two. I think Parker thought that one was inside. 0-2 pitch here. High, ball one. Braden Brawley just itching to steal second. Landon Hartman holding him on, not letting him steal. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, foul back. And here's the 1-2 from Gray. Hits Parker Cotto right in the chest, or maybe the ribs on the side. Does not look like that felt good. Coach Mark giving him a little love, making sure he's okay. Giving him another second. Parker puts his hands on his head, breathes through the pain. Gray's throwing pretty hard, so that definitely did not feel good. But that hit by pitch is going to bring up I believe the now second baseman, Jackson Wilt.
The hit by pitch brings up Jackson Wilt.
Jackson, the winning pitcher of last night's AIYBL championship game. Steps to the dish. Heck of a hitter for a 10-year-old. Takes high, ball one. He's one of the few 10-year-olds I've seen or heard about putting them out of the park. Calls time, digs in, gets himself set. Here's the pitch from Gray. Check swing, called strike, I think. Here's the 1-1 or 2-0. in there for a called strike. I'm thinking it's 1-2, but it could be 2-1. I'm flashed the signs, but I couldn't see them. Gray with the curveball gets Jackson way out in front for strike 3. During that strikeout, Brawley moves from second to third, and Cotto moves from first to second.
David Menon.
It's going to bring up the pitcher, number 9, David Drago Menon. Menon steps in. Here's the pitch from Gray. Swung on, missed, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Foul tip, strike 2. Shadows are creeping across the infield. Cover the pitcher's mound and third base. Everyone else staring into the sun. 0-2 pitch inside, ball 1. Ball takes a nice bounce for Parsons, so Braden Brawley cannot steal home. Bounced off the backstop, kicked right to the plate. One-two pitch to David, high, ball 2. Two-two pitch here. Popped up down the right field side in foul territory. Catch is made by the first baseman. 2 outs. That's going to bring up Harrison Hargraves.
The flyout brings up Harrison Hargraves.
Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, score still 8-5 Parsons. 2 outs here for Fiore. We got runners on second and third, so a nice little poke. Would score probably 2 runs. Strike 1 to Harrison. One-zero pitch. Harrison swings at it in the dirt. Foul ball. 0-2 on Double H. Double H wears number 2. Nice bright green bat. Rocking the 1 batting glove on his left hand as a righty. Inside, ball 1. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Gray asks for another ball, doesn't like the one he has. Looks at that one, says, sure, why not? Let's give it a go. And the 1-2. High, ball 2. We got 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And the 2-2. Low, ball 3. What a battle by Harrison. Down 0-2 quick. Has battled back to bring this count to full. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 3. That's going to retire the side and move us to the top of the 5th. With your score, Parsons 8, Fiore 5. Back here getting ready to start the top of the 5th. I gotta fix the scoreboard. If I can find it. Parker Cotto takes the bump now for Fiore. He's the pitcher last night that got the save to clinch the championship for Fiore. Let's see if he can pull some of that magic out again. Leading off for Parsons, gonna be Landon Hoover. All right, here we go. Top of the 5th inning. Score still 8-5. Cotto on the mound. Landon Hoover steps to the dish. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 1. That was a root brewski, not anything else up here in the box. Root brewski. Second pitch. Looked like it hit off the bat. Should be foul ball. It was high and inside. Looked like it hit off the bat. My guess is 1-1. Next pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. Ump's calling 3-0. Pitch, low, ball 4. Leadoff walk's going to bring up Noah Breidenbach.
Noah Breidenbach.
Oh, Noah Breidenbach steps up the lefty. Staring down the pitcher, Parker Cotto. Parker going from the stretch. Here's the 0-0. Hit hard to the second baseman, or to the shortstop. Flips it, Brawley flips it over to Jackson Wilt to get the out. Jackson fires it to first base, not in time to get the double play.
The fielder's choice brings up Luca Del Grosso.
One down here. That's going to bring up Luca Del Grosso. And here's the pitch to Luca. Low, ball 1. Runner going. McKillop's throw just offline. Noah Breidenbach in there with a stolen base. Runner on second, 1 out here. Count 1-0 in the top of the 5th. And here's the pitch. Hit down the right field line. Foul ball. One. Called strike 2. Great pitch by Parker Cotto, just on the inside corner. And the 1-2. Swung on. Soft fly ball caught by Cotto for second
The
out.
line now brings up Dante Jemison.
That soft little pop out's going to bring up Dante Jemison. 2 outs here, top of the 5th. Score still 8-5 Parsons. And here's the pitch. Swung on, missed, strike 1. The 0-1 to Jemison. Foul straight back, strike 2. Cotto up quick on Jemison. With 2 outs here in the top of the 5th and a guy on second, he sure would like to get this out. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, soft ground ball back to Cotto. Throws softly over to David Menon for the 3rd out. Wait, not sure what happened there. It could have been a foul ball, could have hit behind the plate and then rolled out to Cotto. That looks like that's what it was. Here's Cotto, and the pitch. Swung on, miss, strike 3. And that's the 3rd out.
The strikeout retires the side.
Going to the bottom of the 5th inning, the score, Parsons 8, Fiore 5. All right, welcome back here to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Gavin, Double G, George.
Leading off for Fiore, the 3rd baseman, Double G, Gavin George. And here's the first pitch. Swung on, foul tip, strike 1. Still brutally hot out there, fans. 91 degrees. My weather app says feels like 102. Pitch swung on, missed, strike 2. Here's the 0-2 to George. High, ball 1. And the 1-2. Outside, ball 2. Double deuce to Double G. Time out on the field. Umpire made the shortstop put on his sunglasses. They were on top of his hat. Gavin checks his swing. High. Should have been ball 3. I guess they say he went around for third strike.
The strikeout brings up Henry McKillop.
Henry McKillop stepping to the plate for Fiore with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, trailing 3 runs.
That's whenever you point down to the first base umpire.
Henry jumps on the first pitch, high chopper to the second baseman, who's able to corral it, throwing on to first for out number 2. That groundout's going to bring up Conrad Hoffman.
The groundout brings up Conrad Hoffman.
Uh-oh, pitch to Conrad. Swung on, miss, strike 1.
I swear Lucian, someone did it last year. Probably Chase got
0-1 pitch to Hoffman. Just misses, ball 1. One. Swung on, miss, strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch to Conrad. Hits him. Conrad trots down to first base. Doesn't feel like he felt a thing. Gonna bring up the number 9 hitter, Brody Smithmeyer. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Fiore's got a runner on first. Still trailing Parsons by 3 runs. Brody takes a breath. Steps into the box, digs in. Pitch from Gray. Just misses, ball 1. 1-0 pitch here. Swung on, miss, strike 1. One high. Now 2-1. Two-one pitch. Just missed. 3-1 to Smithmeyer. Gray coming from the windup, throws high, ball 4.
top of the order coming up.
Fiore's got the top of the order coming up here with 2 outs and 2 on. Braden Brawley stepping to the dish. Let's see if he can recreate some magic from Tuesday night where he put 1 out. Here's the pitch. Low. I guess not. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch to Double B. Fouled straight back, quickly down in an 0-2 hole. Double B with a nice matching red helmet for the red accents on his uniform. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on a curveball. Going to the top of the 6th inning. Parsons still leads Fiore 8-5. Welcome back, fans to Centennial Field. Fiore's taking the field here in the top of the sixth. Got to hold them here. Parker Cotto still on the mound. Gavin George holding down third base. Braden Brawley shortstop. Jackson Wilt second base. David Menon at first. Looks like Conrad Hoffman out there in left. Harrison Hargraves in center field. And Brody Smithmeyer in right.
Leading
Henry
off for
McKillop
Parsons,
still behind the plate.
Carson Grad.
Parsons, top of their lineup coming up. Carson Gray leading off. Cotto looks in for the sign, gets the one he likes, comes set, and here's the first pitch. Low, ball one. The 1-0 pitch from Cotto. Swung on, miss, strike one. One from Cotto. Pops straight up. Parker Cotto calls it, grabs it for out number one. The pop-up's going to bring up, pop-out's going to bring
The
up
flyout
Griffin
brings
Smith.
up Griffin Smith.
Very reminiscent of the last play of the game last night where that happened and Parker Cotto squeezed it to secure the championship. Let's see if Fiore can get some magic here and pull out another win. And Parsons looking strong though.
Hargraves goes out to talk to them. Turn off their headlights.
Looks like there's someone with their headlights on in center field. They did get them to turn them off. Double H went out to tell them. Griffin digs in here at Cotto. First pitch. That's high. Ball one. Want to pitch to Smith. Swung on, fly ball to left field. Conrad Hoffman is there to squeeze it for out number
The
two.
pop out brings up Landon Hartman.
2 outs here now on the top of the sixth, bringing up the power hitter, Landon Hartman.
Getting up to go guard his car again.
The guy in center field who got his car hit is now guarding his car once again. Uh-oh, pitch, low, ball one. And the gentleman out there with, I believe, an Impala does not want it hit again. Probably should have just moved it. Cotto's pitch, high and inside. Hartman had the duck out of the way. 2-0. Pitch to Hartman. Fouled straight back. Strike one. And the 2-1. Just off the plate. 3-1.
Just a bit outside.
Cotto's 3-1 to Hartman. High. That's going to be a walk. Ball four. The walk's going to bring
The walk
up
brings
Deacon
up Deacon
Plummer. Runner on first here, 2 outs in the top of the sixth. Score 8-5 Parsons. Cotto settles in, and here's the pitch. Swung on, missed, strike one. Great stop by Mooch McKillop behind the plate, holding Hartman at first base. 0-1 pitch. Little high, ball one. And the 1-1 delivery. Swung on, fouled straight back. Bringing the count to 1-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Cotto's pitch. Swung on, flied to right field, drops behind the infielders. Jackson Wilt's able to get it, fire it into Parker Cotto to hold the runner at third. That double's gonna bring up
The stand-up double
Miko
brings up
Quirin-Sneed.
Miko Quirin-Sneed.
2 outs here. We got a runner on third and a runner on second. Fiore does not want to give up any more runs.
3-run deficit.
Quirin-Sneed, the lefty, digs in here. Cotto sets, and here's the pitch. Hit. Wilt able to track it down, but no one home on first base. Run from third scores. The guy from second goes to third. Single makes it 9-5.
The single brings up Landon Hoover.
Next up for Parsons, Landon Hoover. Was the first baseman, then was the pitcher. Now I think is back at first base. Cotto's 0-0 pitch to Hoover. In there, strike one. Oh-1 pitch swung on and missed. Strike two. Quirin-Sneed steals second on that play. Got runners on second and third. 0-2 count, 2 outs here.
Your kicks.
0-2, foul back. Cotto kicks and deals in the dirt. Ball one. One-two pitch, 2 outs. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Two-two pitch fouled straight up off the backstop. Count stays 2-2. Two-two pitch. In there, strike 3. And that'll be your third out here in the top of the 6th.
Retires this side.
Going to the bottom of the 6th, Fiore has some work to do. They're trailing Parsons 9-5. Welcome back. Here in the bottom of the 6th, we're having our Steelers-inspired Renegade moment here. Typically in the bottom of the 6th, we like to play it. Get kids on both sides fired up. Carson Gray still on the bump for Parsons, trying to finish this game out and get Parsons the Interleague I-99 championship. Fiore going to bring up their 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Parker Cotto, Jackson Wilt, and David Menon. A lot of power in those three. Coach Mark McKillop has nothing but faith in these guys to pull this one out. Let's see if they can do it. They're tired. They played 3 games in 3 days.
Leading off for Fiore is Parker Dirt Cotto.
I think they played 4 games in 5 days. I think they played Sunday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now here on Friday. Here's the 0 pitch to Parker Cotto. High, ball 1. One 0 pitch to Cotto inside for ball 2. 2-0 pitch also high up around his eyes, ball 3. I think unless Parker gets a meatball right in the middle of the plate, he is not swinging. Yep. Pitch right down the middle, a little low, but called strike. 3-1. 3-1 pitch fouled straight up. Brings the count to full. And Gray's payoff pitch to Cotto. Caught the outside corner for strike 3.
The strikeout brings up Jackson Wilt.
That strikeout's going to bring up your second baseman, Jackson Moose Wilt. Jackson digs in, takes the pitch, high, ball 1. Gray pitching from the windup. Takes a step, kicks, deals, low, ball 2. Two-0 pitch, high for ball 3. Three-0 pitch, also high, ball 4.
The walk brings up David Menon.
The walk is going to bring up the first baseman, David Menon. David looks at a ball. 1-0. One pitch to Menon. Swung on, fouled, strike 1. One pitch. Outside, ball 2. Jackson tries to steal, gets in there just under the tag. Safe at second base. Great throw by the catcher. I think that's Landon Hartman back there catching. Great throw. Just couldn't quite get him. 2-1 pitch, high, ball 3.
Parsons outfield's playing deep. Don't want anything over their heads.
Yep, Parsons outfield is playing deep. You do not want anything over your heads right now. The 3-1 pitch missed for ball 4. Menon draws a walk. It's going to bring up Harrison
The walk brings
Hargraves.
up Harrison Hargraves.
Double H stepping in here. Runners on first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Fiore's down by 4. They needed a little bit of that magic here. Pitch coming, swing and miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch to Harrison. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Quickly down 0-2. Harrison steps in. Foul ball. Here's your 0-2 pitch from Gray. He kicks, deals. Harrison, swing and miss, strike 3. 2 down.
The strikeout brings up Gavin George.
2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Gavin George steps to the plate.
Tough spot.
Tough spot, down 4 runs with 2 outs. Gavin steps in, taps the plate with his bat. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Oh, 1 pitch to Gray to George. High, ball 1. One, high, ball 2.
Who won?
Here's the pitch. Double G hits a hard ground ball to second base. Second baseman has trouble handling. Flips over to shortstop, who can't handle the throw. Everyone's safe. Bases loaded here with 2 outs with Henry McKillop stepping to the
The
dish.
single brings up Henry McKillop.
Home run. Here ties the game.
Grand slam would tie the game. Coach Jake Hargraves giving Henry a few words of wisdom, stepping in here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. A lot of pressure. And here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Looked like he was just in front of that one.
And he just missed it. 0-1 pitch from Gray. Swung on. Henry belts it to left field, but the left fielder is there to catch the ball. And that'll do it, folks. Your 2026 Interleague I-99 champions.
The line out, the ties for
Parsons.
and that's the
Copier
The
Center.
final score: Parsons 9, Fiore 5. Good
Final-
game to both teams.
Final score on tonight, Parsons 9, Fiore 5. Great hard-fought game with both teams. Fiore's a little disappointed, but they had a great season. Parson walks away with the trophy.
Not yet.
The Interleague I-99 championship. Congratulations, Parsons, on a great season.